Yes, shall we go ahead? Yes. So today's the extended class, that is basic computer skills. The previous class has already been taken by Dr. Basara Sangoldi, and as you came to know, he told about various aspects of computer usage. So what are the advantages? So what all you can run? So all those things in depth sir has discussed. But in this class I am going to tell you mainly about the skills what you work in your laptop. So how many of you have undergone any basic computer skills? Can you can somebody tell yes? Yes. So all of you have undergone, or anybody know? I want answer no. Anybody who doesn't know how to do the keyboards work, control plus C, control plus V, how many of you don't know? Many of you know, but how many of you don't know? Can I know the number or no answer? How many of all are there in the session? 50%. So we shall move ahead. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay? So these are the things sir talked about in the morning. So these computers, they provide facts and information. They teach strategies for applying knowledge appropriately in medical situations and encourage the development of lifelong learning skills. So in our time, usually in MBBS undergraduate course, we were not using any computers too much, but nowadays it has become a must for all the undergraduate students also, because it is a source of learning, and in COVID era you have come to know how important the communication between teachers and students in the absence of a direct lecture class. So that's why you, not only we need to study detail about PowerPoint presentation, etc., but you also should learn about this, because nowadays only the main mode of communication is through these virtual classrooms. So these are very important. So these are all these things: computer assisted learning, based learning, assisted instructions. So sir has covered that. In clinical situations also, all the clinical situations you may not able to see in your regular clinical postings. So, and also active versus passive learning, multiple choice questions, flashcards, so many things you can see, and so objective learning. So all these sir has explored in the morning session. So simulations, so other diseases, simpler, complex, different cases, and problem solving competency. So all these sir has covered. So the main objectives that I cover is from this slide. That is, you should know some skills when you use the laptop, whether it can be Windows or Apple Mac, so whatever may be. But the basic skills, once you know, it will be very helpful in your work. Sometimes we can give you some assignments. So also in Google Classroom also, sometimes you are going to work. So we are going to post some questions. So you are going to answer in Google Forms. So many of the routine skills. So I am not covering entire aspects of the computer skills. So today's class, as the term itself says, basic computer skills. So what these basic computer skills makes you? One is This, it makes you more efficient in your work, and it reduces stress and strain. So, you can manage data in a very simple form if you do not know how to use the shortcuts and all of these other things. So, it reduces stress and strain, and also it improves your focus on quality patient care. So, today I shall demonstrate just through the slides some tips and tricks, including keyboard shortcuts, managing windows, how to find or get help, and also using mouse. How many of you do not know using the mouse? Anybody? Any one or two say no if you do not know? All of you know the using mouse?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, in mouse, left click, double click, right click, scrolling, all this you have done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think most of the basic skills you have learnt already in your nowadays it's information technology era. So, I think most of you know, but because of the interest of some of the students who do not know, because it is this computer is nowadays is a very must for all the students. So, because of in the interest of some students who do not know, just in their interest I am elaborating it. If you do not know, well and good. So, using your mouse, one is left click. So, the same operation can be done in the laptop also, you know that, and in the and here using the mouse it will be faster. So, usually the left click one, this one is left click one as shown in the slide, and if the left one is double clicked, that is called double click, right click, and vertical scrolling with the central scroller. So, all these are the functions you do using mouse. Next, keyboard shortcuts. So, keyboard shortcuts, so the selecting items, one second. So, keyboard shortcuts all of you must know, because these are the basic keyboard skills, that is selecting items, cut, copy and paste, undo action, navigating through the mouse, and selecting the text. So, selecting the text. So, selecting the text. So, what you should know in selecting the text is, as shown in this slide, you should first put the cursor or the so left click on this side, on the left side, and drag it. So, like this you have to drag it. So, I think you understand it. It is a very simple performed actions, but these are very helpful. So, this highlight the chosen text, left click and drag, that is the, then you right click. Right click, when you right click, there are many other options open up, like copy, paste, many editing options, like adding bullets, paragraph, numbering. So, all those things open up. So, next one is, if you double click on a, so these are some examples randomly taken. So, on this slide you can see, if you do double click on a single word, you can select it. And so, single click and double click you came to know. So, single click you can put the cursor and then you can drag to highlight the text. Double click you can also use in your desktop when you open a particular document or a particular program. So, then also you can use double left click. On a single word, so that will also be highlighted. So control and left click, so you can drag it. So and then if you do right click, so all the options will open up. So you can either bold and make the selected content bold or in italics, or you can underline it, and also fonts. So whenever you write any, usually there will be a main headings will be there, the font size will be little bit more, and the and here in the paragraph usually the font size will be lesser. Usually mainly we will use Calibri or Times New Roman font, and the size also matters. So usually you use 20 for the main headings and less, that is 14, and also center alignment, and so bold, italics, underline, and also left justification, right justification, so equalization. So all those things I think you have done, but you have to work on that more and more. Whenever after any class, you also just go on typing in your laptops also any important notes, because while doing so you will be adjusted to future work, like when you come to second year. So in second year there will be some ICMR projects will be there, so many things will be there, many you are going to do many works. So whenever you are going to do a study, you have to first write it in a Word document, or PowerPoint presentation also you are going to write, and writing a proposal for ICMR. So for all these things you require, so you must require all these computer skills, basic skills, that is left click and dragging, so and then right clicking, so then you get all the edit options, and color also you can change. So many edit options are there. So in depth I am not going to. So if you put control plus A, it will select all the things in the document, control all. Then you can modify by the editing, the entire thing you can increase the font size, or you can increase the space between the two lines, or so anything you can make to look it nice. So some of the basic other things. So before that, so whenever you select, whenever you do right click, so it allows, I told you, for font size differentiation, and also increasing the size between the spaces of the two lines you can do, and also you can do copy and paste, cut and paste. But there are some shortcuts are also there, that also you should know, which will help you far better than the right click. That is, cut is to remove the text or image from the screen, so you can move it somewhere else. So that is cutting, you are removing completely from that end. Whereas copy means copies the text or image so that you can add it somewhere else, and it retains in the original space, that is copy. So if you do cut, it will not come again, that you should know. So paste is the one, it inserts the either cut or copied item at the next cursor location. So wherever you put the left click. So for the shortcuts are control plus X is the for cut, control plus C is for copy, control plus V is for paste. So in Apple Mac computer there will be no control key. So there you have to use command button, command plus X, command plus C, command plus V, like that you can do in Apple Mac computers. So I told you, by right clicking also on the words you can do cut and paste, that also you can do, and you can drag it. When you drag it for a large sentence, then you can do control plus X, that will be a better option. Once you cut and paste, you can go on pasting it. Once you copy it, you can go on pasting it in multiple areas until you copy the next text. So that I think you understand. So there are many other shortcuts. Tab, it moves to the next field, it will push the text or image. Shift plus tab, it moves the cursor to the previous field. control and left direction, that is the jump cursor to the beginning of the next word, control plus home jump cursor to the start of document, control plus end to the end of the document. So, selection test I told you all these, highlighting the left click and drag individual words, double click, control plus A. So, I told you all these things. And undoing. So, if you have written something and you have to undo it, then control plus Z is the shortcut. So, I already told you in case of control key. So, I am repeating it so that some of the students, because all the students will not be so bright. So, for the advantage of some students who are poorer in using computers, so I am just repeating it so that they should, because everyone should know it in depth, at least the basic skills. So, in place of control key, command key is there in Apple Mac. Control plus P for print, all of you know. Control plus Y repeats the last action. So, for making a sentence or a word bold, you need not always right click or go on the top. You can just control plus B, control plus I for italics, control plus U for underlined, control plus L for left justified, control plus R for right justified, control plus E for center justified. Next, navigating through the text. So, either you can do tab, it moves cursor to the next field, it will push the text or image. So, multiple functions are there for the tab. Shift plus tab moves cursor to the previous field. Next, apart from these, all shortcuts. Next, the important function you should know of the laptop is, so you are using mainly Microsoft Office, that is Word, Microsoft Word document, PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel. So, these three are the main documents you should study in detail. So, I am not going to tell you in depth of each one, because some of you know, and some of the shortcuts also I have told you, some of the font size, so how you have to do. So, all those things I have told you. Then managing the windows, whenever you open a window for an internet or for a Word document, or it may be a PowerPoint presentation. So, how to maximize, minimize, restore, resize, split screens. So, all these things are also going to do an important things whenever you are doing any work like ICMR projects you are going to in the second year. So, from the first year itself you should start using the computers and making all the for some notes. So, any work you do constantly, you will understand and you will know it. So, the next slide you can see minimize. So, in the minimize, it keeps the program or the document open, but hides it in your taskbar below at the bottom of the screen. Again you click that, it will open the window. So, that is the function of minimize. Minimize, so it will keep the document open, but it will be at the taskbar at the bottom of the screen. To again open it, you have to click that same taskbar. Next, maximize and restore. So, maximize and restore is the resizing of the screen between full screen and a smaller screen, so that you can resize by clicking and dragging the Windows margin. So, from the top of the Windows margin, you can click, you can drag it. So, dragging of the different screens also you must know, that is very important, because there may be multiple screens. They should be dragged in different areas so that you can see both the documents in a single. So, in a single view. So, resizing the document. Next, X is close, almost of all you know. Then another important thing is snap windows or split screens. So, this is where the restoring that resizing helps. Here, to split programs or documents in 50/50 screen, it is very useful when you get when you are going to take some important words from a PDF document and you are going to write it in a Word document. both of the documents you can open at a single time. So it is useful not only for that, it is also useful to compare the documents. So what are the any additional points given in another set of document, related documents, or when referencing material in one document while writing in another document. So you can see the document one and you can write in another document at the same time. So it will save a lot of time. So this snap window split screens also you must know. For example, how to do it? So this is a Word document, you know that. On the top of the screen with the cursor mark, so they have marked, so you have to click that, and next you have to press in your laptop Windows and left click. Just press the top portion and then you have to press Windows and left. So what it will become? It will become like this. So it will become aligned to complete half of your laptop. Next you take, this is the Word document. Next you take another PDF document, that also you do the same thing. Click at the top, you can see at the top you can see the cursor, and next you click Windows and right arrow. So it will become like this. Finally it will become like this. So you can easily copy the documents from copy, or you can see that and you make your own sentences in other Word document. So this is the importance of split screen. So this also you must know. Next, apart from this, I told you this is only a basic computer skills class, because only when you do practically more and more will come to experience it. So that's why every bit of the things we cannot explain. Whenever you get the, so what you should do, that is the last slide, finding help. One of the thing is, sometimes you don't know, the push buttons will come like this. You should read the push button completely, whether it is asking to remove the file to the recycle bin or permanently deleting it. Sometimes you press shift and delete, it will go for permanently deleting, otherwise it will be in the recycle bin. So any important documents, so you can put in recycle bin and later it can be permanently deleted. So all those things, push buttons you should read completely, because if it is permanently deleted then the file will not be available. So all these difficulties we have faced. So the same difficulties again and again facing is not the wise way. So you should know all these things. So don't be afraid of push buttons. So you completely read what it is and you press yes or no depending on what you require. And programs will tell their secrets. When you open the program, they will also themselves the recent windows. So the recent, so they will themselves, they will tell you what you have to do. And if you don't know anything, if you don't know some of the error is coming, or if you don't know something how to do in the documents, mainly Word document, PowerPoint and Excel, the internet is your best friend. You can either Google it out or you can search in the YouTube like this. If you don't know how to insert a table in a Word document, you type that, how to insert a document, how to insert a table in a Word document. There are many other actions, how to resize the image within the document. So many other, because these are the issues, these are the errors, these are the errors which are not coming to you at the first, because many of the persons will have faced it, and the appropriate actions to overcome those problems are there, usually available in the Google and YouTube. So Google, most commonly Google. So you are not the first person to face the similar challenges. So nowadays you have mobile at your hand, you can Google it out, and what are the common minor issues, like some of the keys, some of the things you cannot do adjustments, 50/50 screen adjustment I told you. If you don't know, again you can go and watch a video may be available in the YouTube, go and watch it. So all these, if you don't know that, then you can ask your tech savvy co-workers. Some of your friends may be very tech savvy, so you can ask them, or you can ask your friends and family. So anyone will surely help. And not only that, there are some online courses, like some courses may be freely available in YouTube, but some other definitive courses with certification will be available in the online. So you can go through online videos and training. So all these will definitely help you. So thank you. So these are the basic things, because I cannot cover it in depth. Only when you do practical, you understand so many issues, we can directly talk to you, because it's a virtual classroom. So this is all I can cover. Any questions? Any questions, or if you don't understand anything, you want me to explain again? Yes, from students? Yes, anybody? Understood? Yes or no?
We understood, sir. Yes, sir.
You understood the split screen 50-50? How many of you understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So like that, there are many other functions you can yourself go and train yourself by working it out and finding on the Google search, or you can ask your, so all those things I have told you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.